Hi everyone, welcome to LeThan's Art, Season 5, Episode 1. For these next several months, and over the next few seasons, I'll be working on several different projects at the same time. And what I'll be doing is one of the projects, a couple of the projects, a movie miniseries under the umbrella The Art of Creation. So I've done some of these drawings on my show in the past, but just to go over, here's some of my characters. That is Taurus the Minotaur General, Leon, Mr. Graffiti the Villain, who I'll be doing the voiceover for. Then my favorite characters, the pterodactyls. Flipping over here, some of the other characters. So, like the last movie I did last February, the final production for this movie will be time-lapse images with a friend of mine doing a narration, and a bunch of me and my friends and relatives doing a bunch of voiceovers. So this movie, The Art of Creation, is about a bunch of artists creating together a masterpiece. And these characters come to life and a bunch of drama happens. The villain is trying to take over. And there's a bunch of levels, and so there's a bunch of different genres that I'm working on. So drama, fantasy, action and adventure, some comedy, some very crazy stuff. So I'm actually gonna leave this image here and go over a few more images. Here's one of the characters, King Murray, ascending on his clouds on Mount Olympus, which is in Greece. Here's the pterodactyls again. So last summer I went to Greece for 2 months, and I took a bunch of photos, pictures, and a bunch of those images will be served as the backgrounds to this movie and miniseries. And I'll be going over this much more depth over the next several months. One of the other projects I'm working on is working on a map of realms for this movie, and I'm actually working on a very large map at home right now, which I will be showing for episode 3. It's a very large map on watercolor paper, and I've been spending a lot of time on it. And I'm also working on a sequel to the movie and miniseries called the Dark Graffiti series. Mr. Graffiti is the villain that I'm voicing. And then, at the end of the movie miniseries, there's a series of backstories, and that will be served as the prologue to the sequel. And the sequel, Dark Graffiti, won't be. It'll kind of like a movie, but I'll be drawing like fantasy illustrations. So I've been spending a lot of time on this map, and I'm also working on, as part of this umbrella, The Art of Creation, working on a really cool board game. It's a 4-player game. I'll talk to you about it more when the time comes. But after the new year, in January, I'll be working on more stuff for that and showing you some of the process, like making the game cards, which I've been doing at home. And the game itself is called The Realms, like the map that I'm working on. So that's a bit of a snapshot. I will talk to you about that more when the time comes. I'm keeping today's episode very short. So the last few things I want to say is, one of the major characters in this Art of Creation is an ancient dinosaur, I guess. It's called the Archaeopteryx, which is ancient Greek. In ancient Greek, it means ancient wing. So for the next episode, episode 2, many of you might, or some of you might recall my artist friend Pascalis Dougalis coming on from overseas via Zoom. So he'll be coming on for episode 2, and he's an expert on this category and this Archaeopteryx. He's a wildlife artist, and where he's going to be talking about the anatomy of Archaeopteryx, and it's a very details on it, and the origin, which leads back to the Jurassic area 150 million years ago, and we will be drawing Archaeopteryx, and then that's part 1. That will be used as commentary for the end of the movie and miniseries, and then the second part is a PowerPoint that he put together of a research trip he did at the end of the summer, which I'm not going to spoil anything for you. You have to wait till the next episode. And I can't wait to talk to you more about the map and these characters and the story. There's a lot of story and a lot of cool episodes coming up, and this fascinating game that I'm working on, which I took from another game. So that will be it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. Until then, and before I go today, after the 3rd episode, just to give you a quick little preview, there will be a break, a Christmas break after the holidays. So that's when season 4 will start after the new year. So I will see you all again in a few weeks for episode 2, featuring wildlife artist Pascalis Dougalis. Okay, see you all next time. Thanks. Bye.